Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about interface in Java. In today's video I'm going to give you detailed knowledge about interface. So before starting the video I'm going to show you what we have done in our previous video. So let us see. In our previous video we have done abstraction. We have done the definition of abstraction, what is actually the use of abstraction and how can we implement abstraction in our Java programming, and we have done sample programming. We have seen a program in which we have used abstraction, the concept of abstraction. So if you have not watched that video, I have given the link in the I button. Please click on that and watch my previous video to understand the current mechanism. Now, so let's talk about interface. What is the use of interface in Java? So first of all, we need to understand what is the actual use of interface and what is interface. Okay, so an interface in Java is a blueprint of a class. It has static constants and abstract methods. The interface in Java is a mechanism to achieve abstraction. It is used to achieve abstraction and multiple inheritance in Java. In other words, you can say that interfaces can have abstract methods and variables. So many technical terms, right? So to explain interface, I have to start from abstraction. Those who have already watched my previous video, they know what is abstraction. A class can be an abstract class which can have non-abstract methods and abstract methods as well. Abstract methods, those methods which does not contain any method body, we can create those, we can override those methods in any child class. Same mechanism interface also has. Interface can be taken as an artificial class. Okay, we cannot call it's a class, but it has class-like structure and class-like properties. That is why we can call interface as an artificial class. Okay, it can react as a class. Okay, but we don't call it as a class. But it also has abstract methods. Why I'm calling abstract methods? Because interface has those methods, those does not contain any method body. And inside interface we can have only abstract methods. We cannot have non-abstract methods. Okay, so this is actually an interface definition. Now let us see how can we understand interface in a better way. First, some important points about interface that we need to remember. The first point is abstraction can be 100% achieved by interface. Now, as I already told, in an abstract class we can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods as well, but inside interface we can have only abstract methods. We cannot have non-abstract methods. That is why it says that we can achieve data abstraction 100% by interface only. Okay, next, interface will have methods which does not contain method body. So the methods are by default abstract methods. As I already said, interface can have only abstract methods. That's why we don't have to use abstract keyword to declare a method inside interface, because they are by default abstract. Okay, so you don't have to write abstract keyword before the method signature. Okay, now we can treat interface like an artificial class, so it can be used for multiple inheritance. So we have already learned inheritance and we know that Java does not support multiple inheritance. To use that mechanism, multiple inheritance, we can make fool to the computer. We can make fool. How? Like we can use this artificial class. As I already told that Java program cannot support multiple inheritance. So by using this artificial class called interface, we can have multiple inheritance in Java. The next thing is the keyword implements is used to inherit the properties of an interface. As I already told that interface is acting like a class. It's an artificial class, so obviously we can inherit it. So as we all know that to inherit a class we use extends keyword, but to inherit an interface you have to use implements keyword. It's a new keyword which is known as implements. Okay, so let us see what is the actual difference between an abstract class and an interface. Okay, so First difference, abstract class can have abstract and non-abstract methods. As I already told, an abstract class can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods also. But an interface, it's a strictly abstract method mechanism. Okay, so in interface we can have only abstract methods. That's why I already told in the previous slide that we don't have to write abstract keyword inside an interface to declare an abstract method, because they are by default abstract. Okay, the next point, abstract class does not support multiple inheritance. So inside abstract class, I already told there are non-abstract methods as well. That's why with use of abstract class we cannot support multiple inheritance. And in Java we have already learned that one class can be inherited by two different child classes. So multiple inheritance is not possible with a class keyword. Okay, and abstract class is declared by a class keyword. That is why abstract class cannot generate multiple inheritance. We can have multi-level inheritance but not multiple inheritance. Okay, now interface support multiple inheritance. As we already learned that interface is a class-like structure but not a class. That is why interface is very much okay with multiple inheritance. Okay, we can have multiple inheritance with interface. Okay, abstract class can provide the implementation of inheritance. We can implement interface with abstract class, but interface can't provide the implementation of an abstract class. We cannot inherit class from an interface. Okay, so this is the difference. The abstract keyword is used to declare abstract class, but the interface keyword is used to declare interface. That is the syntax, you can say. Okay, so the abstract keyword is used to declare abstract class and interface is used to declare an interface. Okay, now the number 5, the last difference, an abstract class can extend another Java class and implement multiple Java interfaces, but an interface can extend another Java interface only. So I already told that interface is an artificial class. It's a class-like structure but not a class. That's why interface can implement interface only, but a class is a class, actual class, so it has more feature than an interface. That's why class can inherit classes, also implements interfaces. Okay, so a class is always superior. Okay, so these are the differences that you need to keep in mind while working with an abstract class and an interface. Okay, so let us see how can we implement interface and what is the actual advantage of interface in our Java program. So we all know that we have multi-level inheritance and multiple inheritance in Java program. Okay, which is actually supported by Java program is multi-level inheritance, where one base class can actually inherited by two child classes. Okay, it means we can say one father can have two child. Okay, but in Java multiple inheritance is not supported, means two base classes cannot inherited by one child class. In short, we can say one child can't have two different fathers. Yeah, so we can have multiple inheritance in Java with the help of interface. Okay, that is the actual advantage of interface. Why should we use interface in Java? For this purpose only. We can have multiple inheritance in Java with the use of interface. Okay, so let us see how can we implement the mechanism of interface in Java program and achieve multiple inheritance. Okay, so I have written a sample program. You all can see that first I have declared an interface. The name of interface is data, as I have already declared that interface with an interface keyword. The data is written inside the interface. I have declared a variable I, which is a data member, int I, and you can see that the method name is name only, which is declared, and the method body is not there. As I already told, we have already learned that interface does not have a method body. Okay, so that is an abstract method, which is by default abstract. Okay, so it's a short sample program, so a basic normal method I have given there. And the next, just below that, we have declared an abstract class which is declared by an abstract keyword, abstract class base. So the class name is base, which is declared by abstract keyword. So it means abstract class will have abstract methods as well. Okay, and we have already learned that an abstract class can have abstract methods as well as non-abstract methods. So here I have declared abstract method only. Okay, so I have declared a data member int j and abstract number. Okay, now this method body is also not there, obviously abstract method. And another class which is declared, class child, okay, extends base. It means it is inheriting the class which is base and implements data. Data is what? Data is your interface. So here it is actually implementing the data and extending the base class. Okay, so here the concept of multiple inheritance. So here we have already learned that interface is an artificial class. So it has its property like methods and variables. So both are implemented in one child class. Inside that child class, I am actually overriding the method which is name, which is the method of the interface. I'm overriding and I'm writing inside the name, which is I'm just printing a short print statement Saurabh, system.out.println Saurabh. So I have overridden the method. Okay, and in the previous video I have already explained what is the meaning of overriding a method. Yeah. Now after that I have written void number and I'm overriding this base class method which is there inside the base class. Now I'm using the variable super.j is equal to 8. J is the property of base class. Okay, and I'm writing system.out.print the number is j, so it will print 8. Okay, so basically I am using the name function which is declared inside interface. Okay, and next I am using the method which is present inside base class. So both are used in the class child. So this is the concept of multiple inheritance which I have achieved by using interface. Okay, so the last thing, we can see this whole code to execute in the Java platform BlueJ. Okay, so let us see that. Okay, so here you all can see that I have created these classes and interfaces. So if you don't know how to create an interface, you just right click over here, go to new class. As we create abstract class and class, the same way we create interface as well. So just need to select this interface and just give this interface name and click on OK. Okay, so you're going to get this kind of interface level. It is written, mentioned here interface, and here I have created an abstract class which is here written abstract, and it's a normal class child. Okay, as we have seen it previously. So if I go to data, it's an interface. So I have declared this interface with a keyword interface here. Data is the name. Inside I have written a data member int I equal to 0. I have initialized, default initialize it. Now public void name, this is a method which is not having any kind of body, which is abstract method. Okay, so it's an interface, and the same way I have created the abstract class which is declared with abstract keyword here, which we have already seen the previous videos how to create, and it also has a abstract method which is void number. Okay, so now I have created a child class which is actually having the concept of multiple inheritance, which is actually inheriting the base class and implementing the interface. Okay, now I'm overriding the method which is present inside interface void name, and I have given the detail inside. So I have just given a print statement which is printing Saurabh. This method name is not given inside interface, so you can say the details are hidden inside the interface, which is actually using the concept of abstraction, which is actually data hiding. Okay, and void number, which is overridden, the method is present inside the base class, and this I am accessing the base class variable j and initializing that j variable with 8, and again I'm giving a print statement inside. Okay, so let us run this program. So here I am running this program, new child. Okay, I have run. Okay, now here if I right click, now here I have two methods, as you all can see. void name and void number. Void name, it is present inside the interface, and void number, it is present inside base class. As I have used multiple inheritance, that is why it both the functions from different properties are visible inside child class. So if I click on name, so as you can see Saurav, I have already executed the program. That is why two Sauravs you all can see. So if I clear this, now again if I run this method, so again I'm running the method name. So as you can see, it is written Saurav as I have printed inside the method. And now if I call number, which is the base class method, see this number is 8. Okay, the print statement which is written inside the method. So both the methods are actually 100% executing, and they are actually using two concepts here, which is multiple inheritance and the second is data abstraction. So that's all with the interface. I hope you all have understood the concept of inheritance and interface as well. If there is any kind of query inside your brain, you can leave that query in the comment box. I would definitely try to give the answer. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel to get the latest video updates. Thank you so much for watching.